And I can tell you, Abraza skincare is a 25% delivery. It's a very high delivery. Now, for me, I'm a big believer of vitamin C serums. I've been using them since December 2008 was when I purchased my first vitamin C serum. I was 34, I think. I can't keep up. But I think that's how old it was. I don't know, do the math, but I think I was 34. So vitamin C, this one, you'll find a lot of vitamin C's, maybe different colors. And I think it just depends on what's in it. This one, as you can see, is kind of milky, right? And it depends on what's in the vitamin C. Some are non-aqueous. What does that mean? It doesn't have a lot of water content to it. I believe water should be in all skincare products. I recently saw some skincare line saying, we don't have water. I was like, that's crazy. Skin likes water. Why wouldn't you have water? So moisture, you can't go wrong. This vitamin C, and I'm going to try to get it so you can see. So let's go with 3 drops. 3 drops to the fingertips. The reason why I apply serums with my fingertips is because if I just put it in the palm of my hand and rub my hand together, that's a very expensive eye cream. And you will lose some of that into your hand. Okay? Now, I believe in putting some of this stuff on your hands, more so the back of the hand. I just mentioned that to a client the other day, how I put SPF on my hands in the morning. And she was like, really? And I said, yeah. So that's on. And I said, yeah, when I drive, my hand is on my steering wheel. Okay. And if you notice, I didn't even use a whole dropper. Okay. There's no need to use a whole dropper. And I did my whole face. But I like to put it on the back of my hand, because when my hand is on the steering wheel, it's hitting sun. Now, if you're like me, you go get a windshield that has UV protection on it, and they're not dark. There's no darkening to that windshield. But it puts the UV protection on your car windshield, so when the sun hits the car, it bounces off. Okay, you didn't ask for that, but I'm just going to tell you, okay? Only thing is, one time I had a crack in my windshield, and the people came to fix the crack, and they destroyed the whole windshield. And they were just like, we did not know you had a film on your windshield. I said, yeah, it protects me from the sun. But that's because sister trying to go down, but I'm like a snowball going down the hill in a cartoon with the arms and the legs sticking out. Okay, trying to slow it down. So vitamin C is on. This vitamin C, 25% delivery. In it is vitamin E. Vitamin E protects the moisture barrier of your skin, meaning it locks and try to hold moisture inside of the skin. That's what vitamin E is doing, okay? Then it has ferulic acid, which is another antioxidant. Again, we're protecting the skin with antioxidants. So that's what we're delivering here. Now, this vitamin C goes an extra mile, okay? I like to go the extra mile with these products. So one is, there's a lot of hyaluronic acid in here, which is a plumper. It attracts 1,000 times its weight in water. Skin is like a grape. You get the water out of the grape, it looks like a wrinkled raisin. Skin, same analogy. So if we put more moisture into the skin, you see this? You don't see smile lines? There's no filler. I have no filler. I have no Botox. See, everything is moving. You can even see the darks under my eyes, which is because I lost volume at my age. So that is why you will see, depending on the lighting and the way the lighting is really enhancing it. You can really see the dark. But nonetheless, so we have hyaluronic acid. We're coming in with glycerin and panthenol. So these are humectants. They attract moisture into the skin. Got me? Okay, follow me. The next addition that we have in here, so not just vitamin C, protection, E and ferulic, moisture, as I mentioned. The second thing is brightening power. No, I'm not changing my complexion. I will always be this color brown. But sometimes if I have a breakout, I may have a little dark spot left over. Or if I have sunspots from the sun, I want things to even my complexion, right? So my skin kind of looks like my foundation. And that's called hyperpigmentation, that darkening. And we want to even it up. So we're not changing our skin complexion, but we're evening our skin tone. This product goes the extra mile because this vitamin C is a 25% delivery, which is a potent treatment for dark spots, is vitamin C. Okay, follow me. There's also turmeric in here. Turmeric is also a disruptor for creating dark spots. So you have turmeric. Then we have something called Emblica fruit extract in here, also a brightener. So this has extra brightening power than your regular vitamin C. Following me? So we have the moisture, which is needed for acne skin. Moisture is needed for anti-aging, for pumping the skin. 2, we're getting the treatment of dark spots. And 3, we're getting the overall protection, antioxidant protection. Remember that word? Vitamin C and ferulic. Isn't that beautiful? Now, what does it smell like? Nothing. There is no scent. There's no fragrance, and none of the ingredients have a scent. It smells like nothing. Nothing at all. You will not be nauseated from this product going onto your skin. It smells like nothing. All right. So there's no fragrance. Okay. There's no sulfates, which are drying. No sulfate compounds in this product whatsoever. But the biggest thing, if you know Abraza skincare, you've been using it, what I love to stand on is safety. And the safety profile of the product is that there's no parabens, there's no phthalates. Those are ingredients that are endocrine disruptors. I am a nurse practitioner. Hi, my name is Dr. Natasha Welch, nurse practitioner. Yes, nurses get doctoral degrees. Okay. I have to be clear because sometimes physicians get offended when us nurses get a doctor title. But I'm like, baby, I earned it. And I'm not trying to be a physician. I am a nurse practitioner. So let me be clear about that. But one thing I'm very big on is preventative medicine. And I believe in the prevention of fibroids, which is afflicting a lot of women. I believe in the prevention of infertility. Again, it's on an uptick. And the prevention of hormone-related cancers, whether it's uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, or breast cancer. And certain ingredients in skincare products are putting women more at risk. Therefore, here I come with Abraza Skincare, which is clinical grade products that are effective and we try hard to make sure the safety profile of the preservatives are being met. Products are made in a GMP certified lab, so that ensures safety, cleanliness, that sort of thing. Okay. So that's my first serum I put on, the Hydraserum. And like I said, it may be called something else in TikTok. I can't see the product names and what they're called in TikTok, but just know it's the one with the black rubber. Okay. Because all the serums in this line have a different look to the caps. See, so that's deliberate. Why? Because when you own it and you're at home, you'll know, oh, that's my vitamin C, the one with the black rubber. So now we're going to come in with the dark spot serum. Sometimes I do the hyaluronic acid serum, but lately I've been using the dark spot serum. Let me tell you a couple things. This is a brightening, meaning it's brightening dark spots. Does not mean it's going to bleach you or turn you another complexion. Okay. So the healthy cells are not bothered. It's the ones that have damage. Now, do know that some pigmentation is not correctable because there's too much damage. That's the thing, believe it or not. The purpose is that you want to get the skin as even as you can get it. And I think that's being realistic when we're saying we're treating hyperpigmentation. I'm not selling fallacies out here. It's ridiculous. How many people say in 1 week? Listen, you will improve what we call post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is related to like, hey, I have a pimple. The pimple went away. It left me a dark spot. I got you. Okay. So just so you know. Now, this serum, I'm going to put after, because see, I really wanted my antioxidants to sink in first. So to me, it's the priority of what you really want to sink in the skin and what you want to be on the outer layer. So in the daytime, I want my outer layer to be my SPF. So I'm coming in with that last, okay? I'm coming in with this. And let me tell you about this product, okay? This is the Dark Spot Brightening Serum. Tranexamic 3%, niacinamide 5%. Okay, with hyaluronic acid and phyto brighteners. Phyto is a fancy word for plant-based. So we have about 5 plant-based ingredients that help even the skin tone. Compounded with tranexamic acid 3%. Now, tranexamic acid, to my nerds out there, okay, my scientists, there was a clinical trial done. They compared tranexamic acid to hydroquinone. I am not a hydroquinone fan because it's an endocrine disruptor. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in bleach. Okay, I just don't. But hydroquinone can be dangerous to the endocrine system. But in the side-by-side trial, same endpoints, same patient satisfaction. However, the patients who were in the tranexamic arm did not have the bad side effects as the hydroquinone. So what bad side effects can you have with hydroquinone? One is rebound hypertension, where as soon as you stop using the product, the pigmentation comes out and it's even darker. The other thing is it can cause damage to your melanocytes. Melanocytes are the cells that make your melanin. Now you have darker spots and now you can't get rid of them. That can happen. That's why there is a black box warning on hydroquinone where us prescribers, if we give you prescription strength, you should stop it after 5 months. I don't know if I'm going to see you in 5 months, so I just don't give it to people. That's just my take. And I started doing that 8 years ago, and I'm still here, and my clients are still happy. Okay. So I'm just not doing things that are not safe. I want people, I don't want to be a part of, I mean, listen, we got to look at all the things that environmental things are doing to our bodies. And when we say environmental, it's things that we are inadvertently exposed to and things that we are deliberately exposed to. So my big thing is preventing that deliberate exposure. All right. So I'm not a hydroquinone fan at all. All right. So here we come. Tranexamic acid, tranexamic 3%. Niacinamide, those are brighteners, okay? But the bonus about niacinamide is if you have acne skin, niacinamide is nice because it decreases your oil production. Did you know that? So if you're using a product with niacinamide, 5% is pretty much the safest, highest for a topical, okay? So niacinamide is going to decrease oil production. So at noontime, you don't look greasy. I see people looking greasy and they think they glowing. No, you're not glowing, you look greasy. Okay, so there's a difference. So niacinamide takes down oil production as well as brightens. So if you're an acne person, you want to minimize your oil production. This is why for a lot of my acne clients, I will recommend this product. Now, also, so you're getting a 2-for-1, right? We're getting rid of that dark blemish from that breakout and we're reducing oil production. So we're also treating the after effect of the acne and we're preventing the acne breakout. Okay. Now, how long does this work? People always want to know how long it's going to take. It's not going to take 5 days. Okay. But I would say skin naturally turns over anywhere from 21 to 30 days, depending on your age. Okay. So let's just go middle of the road and let's say skin takes 28 days to turn over. It's safe to say by 6 weeks, you will see a difference. Like, oh, shoot, look at that dark spot. It is different. Okay. So just so you understand that, we do have a 6-week guarantee. But if you buy any of the products and you take that wrapper off, it's yours. Gift it to a friend. No refund on ingestible products or topical products like this through TikTok Shop, even our website, because we can't do anything with it. And we're not selling products just for the world to try and send back. Let's keep it real. All right. So with that said, give it time to work. All right. And of course, it works faster if you combine it with like our retinol. It's going to work faster. All right. But that's another conversation. So we're going to dip in. We're going to pull the product out. We're going to see the consistency. Almost looks like water, right? But it's not. It has a little slip to it. Meaning, so that's 3 hefty drops. Fingertips, see? And I go everywhere. My eyes, forehead. I use my fingertips. So, because I don't believe in super expensive hand lotion. Fingertips, okay? So 2 drops there, 2 drops again. And I get my neck. I have a short haircut, so I like to get the back of my neck. I do everything I tell people. I get my ears because those things are exposed to the elements. And that's it. It's on. Let me see if I could get in so you can see my skin. Now that's a glow. I'm very transparent on here. There's no makeup on. You can see my scars. I just had a mole removed. It left a little scar, so I'm waiting for it to go away. But these are scars from my car accident right there. People say, I can't tell. I can. And it's okay. All right. So you get a nice, pretty glow to your skin. All right. And this skin is almost 53. So November 53. I'm telling you, I don't count no more. Okay. I stopped counting. Shit, I'm alive. I woke up. So dark spot serum, right? So remember, we're getting hydration. We're getting, everything has hyaluronic acid. I love hyaluronic acid, panthenol, glycerin. It's all in here, okay? Maybe aloe in this one too. So natural moisture. It's a serum. I love serums. Serums go deep into the skin. Got to be careful with creams. They just sit on the skin, weigh the skin down, block the pores. You're breaking out. Serums go deep. Small molecules, lightweight molecules, so they're carried deeper into the skin. Hyperpigmentation is occurring in the deeper layers of the skin, not the surface. So you could scrub all day. That doesn't take it away, I tell people, okay? It's about turning the skin over properly and having the pigmentation work its way up and heal the inflamed skin underneath. All right. So I did my vitamin C, dark spot serum. And like I said, it may have another name in TikTok shop. Free shipping on this stuff, but this is the one with the white cap. White. Vitamin C is black. All right. Last but not least is our good old friend, the UV Defender, SPF 40. You see it says mineral sheer serum protection. So this is sealing it up. It is mineral because I believe in mineral protection. I'm not a fan of the other SPFs. And so when I say that, what are the other ones? Chemical. I don't like chemical SPF. We don't want to do chemical. What's chemical? If you get your bottle of SPF, look at the back and it's going to say active ingredients. They all have to say active ingredients, okay? And the active ingredients are typically, if it's chemical, it may say avobenzone, avobenzene, homosalate. That's chemical SPF, all right? That is chemical. This is mineral. Mineral is either going to say zinc oxide or titanium dioxide or both. This has a little bit of both. It doesn't have the chemical, all right? Again, remember, I go for efficacy and safety. Chemical sunscreen ingredients are dangerous for the endocrine system. They are endocrine disruptors. Another thing is they are not environmentally safe. There's a movement to stop putting it in waterproof sunblocks. And the environmentalists have found that in areas where there's a lot of beach goers and they're putting on chemical SPF, which is typical in most SPFs, they find that the coral is getting bleached, therefore is disrupting the ecosystem in the ocean. So you'll find places like Honolulu or parts of Hawaii that if those stores nearby are selling selling SPF, it cannot be chemical. It's banned. I think the U.S. Virgin Islands has done the same thing, but you will find this movement around. So sometimes you will see an SPF that's mineral and it may say reef safe. That's what it's saying. It doesn't have the chemical that is disrupting the ocean. We already have global warming. Yes, we do. I'm sorry to the people that don't agree with that. It's global warming. So we already have things already affecting the environment. So we want to be, if we want this place to stay long, then we have to take care of it and be responsible. And one way of being responsible is trying to avoid chemical SPF. Okay? So you want your SPF to say zinc or titanium dioxide as the active ingredient. That's the lesson today. Now, they also work differently. Chemical SPF for your avobenzene, avobenzone, homosalate, they work by when the UV touches the skin, it changes into heat. Okay? So it takes it, transfers it into heat. Well, if you're a dark woman like me, or if you have dark spots, even if you are the lightest skin tone and you have some sunspots, it will worsen because if you change it to heat, it's going to heat them up. So if you're treating hyperpigmentation and you want to walk out of the spa, I get people in the spa with me all the time. I'm just going to use what I have at home. What do you have? And they'll tell me, I say, you can't use that. It's going to make it worse. It's going to counteract what I'm trying to do. So either you go get yourself a mineral SPF or you can take one home with you. Okay, so that's my recommendation. You want to use the mineral. How does mineral work? When the sun hits the mineral SPF, those particles, those mineral particles, causes it to bounce off of the skin so it doesn't transfer it to heat. So you are now protecting the hyperpigmentation from worsening, and you're protecting your complexion, okay? And at the same time, you are being preventative for your breast health and your fertility organ health. Okay, you can't beat that with a bat. So you want to make sure you are using mineral sunscreen. Got it? And this one is titanium and zinc oxide. It's the SPF 40. Remember, SPF is measuring how many hours exposed to the sun before you can possibly burn. So it is a different type of protection than vitamin C. Vitamin C protects you from the UV's photoaging qualities that ages the skin and the cells and destroy the cells. SPF now is protecting you from sunburn. Okay, hope I made that clear. All right, let's go. This is my last serum. And you can see the consistency of this too. There we go. So kind of milky, right? And so traditionally we hate chemical sunblock. And look, you don't need a lot. Okay, that's it. 2 little drops. We hate it. We hate mineral because we put it on and we look like we were fighting flour, right? But this one, so you see the white? Most of them leave you just like that. But this one blends in pretty quick, so you don't have the white hue. And what I like is that I just did it on dry skin. The serum, the last serum is already in, all right? And there is no white cast. That'd be bad if I did it and it was a white cast, right? But anyway, there's no white cast, and that's why I like it. So we figured it out. Now, this is the this is the 3rd generation of SPF for Abraza skincare. The other 2, it was like, and finally, no white cast. All right. So you get in that beautiful protection on your skin, and you're not looking like chalk. Okay. Let me see, because sometimes this lighting in here, the sun moving outside. I got a blind down, believe it or not, but it doesn't look like it. But in here, that shade is black. But I think it's this ring light. But nonetheless, SPF. So you got a lot. And I put a lot of hydration on. And then typically I end it with Abraza's Lucite lip gloss that, remember, is a moisturizer. So it's conditioning the lips. In the spa room, when I'm done with facials, I top everybody with this. And if I forget, they let me know. They're like, I ain't get my gloss. Yes, I still do skincare. I don't do a lot. I'm in there only 2 days a week. It may be a little painful to get in with me, but if you are in the Atlanta area, I have one little suite now. I don't have the big location, none of that, because my focus is my love, and my love is skincare and bringing beautiful skincare products to everyone. So I'm very excited about this. Couple things in terms of products. We are going into phase 3 of testing eye cream. I'm excited about it. We had an eye cream, but it's being revamped. So it's finally out of stock. There's no eye cream. Don't ask for it. There's no eye cream. Okay. So that's in development phase. The other thing is we're going to bring back the acne spot corrector. I like that people are asking for it. I'm like, okay. So that's coming back. It's just been, things have been a little shelved. You know, the economy is affecting even us small businesses. And I've been pivoting my spas took one down, basically didn't really close Atlanta. It's closed kind of, but it's just me private, just a handful of people I bring in to put my hands on, and that's it. So I had to transition from that. Other location in Maryland, I fly up there and see clients maybe 3-4 days out of the month. So I'm kind of moving out of the med spa space and focusing more on what I came into aesthetics for, and that was Abraza skincare products. So I'm loving this Phoenix. I'm in my Phoenix phase and I'm loving it, okay? But eye cream, acne spot corrector, and I don't know. The next thing is, do we reshelf and revamp our hair serum? Hair serum works. I know the big boss out there got a hair serum, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I'm going to tell you, it's a great hair serum. I saw the ingredients, love it. You know, I can't name drop people products where they get mad or whatever, or people come for me, you know, and it's just like, I'm never out here to trash. If I have to say something bad about a product, I just don't mention it. I mean, that's easy. But that one, it's good, guys. And the Abraza skincare hair serum was nice too, but there's things that need to enhance and make it better. Technology has improved. So revisiting 2026. But nonetheless, eye cream, I'm excited about some of the ingredients that are going to be in the eye cream. Proxylane is going to be in it. We're adding caffeine that wasn't in it before. So we're helping with bags and tightening. And Proxylane is new technology, patent technology that helps with the building of elastin and collagen around the eyes. So see, I love to bring the science to you. You know, things can change and they can change for the better. And that's what I'm going for. Our last batches of eye cream sampling came in and I was like, who the hell? So who? It was some things done that should not have been done. I don't know where the lab, she thought she was doing something and no, you're not, because that's not what we wanted. So anyway, we have to go back to the drawing board and reblend and figure this out. So I'm excited about that coming up soon. So look out for that. Everyone wants the antioxidant exfoliator to come back, which is the scrub. So we'll see. But right now we are exfoliating with the pads. I hope you guys have joined in on the lives. We do a live Sundays at 1, Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. So please follow, set your alerts. Anna does those lives. She's awesome. She's new at this. And thanks everybody for being patient with her. It's not as easy as you think to get on here and do lives, you know, and she has learned that. She's like, how do you do that off the top of your head? But I've been doing this for a long time, I told her. But she will get there. She will get there. And I'm happy. Her last live, I was like, okay, I see you coming out on it. But, you know, I can't be everywhere at every time. So, you know, I have to get other people in here with me to assist me. And we're going to see how this goes. Listen, I have a plan. I'm thinking about doing this cohort. You all DM me. Let me know if you want to do it. But I plan on doing this cohort where I'm going to invite up to 20 women who want to sell Abraza skincare. You heard exactly what I said. No, you don't carry no inventory. No, you don't. They join into these skin parties virtually. Get your friends and your hostesses. They get a benefit. You get a benefit, which is called making some money. So as something, you know, I'm always trying to see how I can get this brand out more and at the same time help. I hear my other office is in the DMV area and a lot of women got hit with job loss. Okay. Job loss with the federal government cutbacks, Doge or whatever you want to call it, right? And I was like, damn, what can I do? And I said, you know what? I remember when the housing crisis hit in 2008 and I needed extra money and I stumbled upon a company going to someone's party and it said, if you could wear jewelry, you could sell it. I said, you ain't never lie. And I did it for 8 years and it introduced me to entrepreneurship. I used to sell Silpada designs and I was in their top 2% out of 33,000 women. So I had earned trips and met fabulous people, but it put me on the road of entrepreneurship big time because it's like, listen, and I remember a friend said, what you gonna do, sell earrings? I said, yes. And that's what I did and sold thousands. Like I think every year, me and my team, we would have to sell over 300 and I think 50,000 for me to get some, like my trips and things like that I earned. And I was able to do that. So entrepreneurship didn't start with Abraza. It started elsewhere. You know, this is building blocks to this. But I figured, why not teach entrepreneurship to other people and give them the opportunity? I have a fabulous product. I have fabulous products. And, you know, let's take care of our skin. A lot of us can't get into the spas right now because bread is $1,000, gas is $10,000, and rent is $1 million. So a lot of people are now at home doing the best they can as we did years ago. So we're resilient out here. We will push through these hard times. Trust and believe me, I've been through them, okay? And so with that said, a lot of us are doing our skincare, hair care, whatever it is at home. So I feel honored that I can, you know, when we see orders going to Hawaii or going to Washington State, I'm all the way in Atlanta. I feel like I could have a larger reach and I'll have an even larger reach with a handful of women that I can teach about business if that's what they're really seriously into. And the sign up is not high. Trust me, with the sign up will come some products. So I'm extremely excited about it. But first, we're trying to get the momentum moving on these platforms and then got something nice to offer where you will make a nice commission. Okay. So just to put it out there. So stay tuned. If you haven't, you can go to Abraza. I'm not supposed to say the .com. You know, you get dinged on TikTok for saying that. You get dinged. They probably like, you did it again. We're going to ding you again. But I'm just going to say Abraza Skincare. And you add the front and the back. Y'all know what to do. Abraza Skincare. Okay. That's where you can go sign up for the coupon. And with that, it puts you on the mailing list so you can find out the when and the wheres and that sort of thing from our company. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. I did this over and out. And remember, in the morning, vitamin C is a must. Okay. And also SPF. I'm going to say those two. After cleansing and toning, those are your daytime must-haves. This is protecting the skin. Vitamin C also builds collagen, so we're smoothing the texture of the skin. Vitamin C brightens, so we're evening dark spots. Isn't that awesome? Both are delivering moisture. Hyaluronic acid, of course, a must in all products. This is also protecting the skin moisture barrier, locking in the moisture, preventing free radical damage of the skin that the sun's UV rays do contribute to, as well as preventing burn and more photoaging with the mineral protection in the SPF without the white cast. Don't you just love it? You love it, right? Because I love it. Guess what? Your skin's going to love it most. All right, that's the routine. Over and out.